Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for all the new subscribers. Well, today, the title of the video is going to be racetrack to garden or something like that. So this is, I'll show you in a second, this is Will's racetrack and we want to put it back in the garden, and I'm hoping I can do this with a 140. Now I was thinking I may have to get some of my buddies' equipment, you know, some scoop pans and stuff. And of course, you know, you try not to bother nobody, you try to take care of your own stuff. And I think with, you know, it's kind of like you know, using a track hoe and using a hand shovel. You can do them both and they'll both do the same thing, but one of them's going to take you a long time and the other one's going to take you just a few minutes. So this is kind of what this 140 is going to do. It's probably going to take me, this video won't be all in one day. We're just going to concentrate on one section today, and then we'll go from there, section to section. A little bit about where we're at. There's the Jimmy Red, and the vegetable garden is back behind that Jimmy Red. So what, if we need to, what we want to do is have this back ready for the vegetable garden. And if you can, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but I'm on a hill now, and Sammy, you stay up there. I'm coming, that hump is what we want to do. We want to take this hump here, the dirt that I pushed out, we want to pull it back in here and try to get it leveled up some. I know I won't get it perfectly level, but I want to get that hump pulled back in here best I can. Plowing it later on in the fall and things like that, that's going to level a whole lot of stuff up there. Let's see, trying to think in my mind. I need to go up there and look at, see where that lateral line goes. Oh, we'll probably take, while we got the scrape blade on here, we'll probably push some stuff back. All of that is, that's nothing but a big mound of ash. A-S-H. I don't talk good sometimes, so we don't want to, A-S-H, ash from wood. There was a tractor shed here that got blew away, and it actually blew it down to about right in here, and we piled all the wood up, everything, you know, that was wood, and we burnt it there. So I know it has a bunch of nails in it. My hopes was to get, maybe either bury it right here, dig a hole, bury it, or get somebody to come along with something, you know, with tracks on it, like a skid steer or something. Lift it up, put it on the trailer, haul it away, because I just know it's got a lot of nails in it. We're gonna eventually do that, but that's what that is. And that's our little corn trailer and another little farm wagon that I took the wood off of it, that I may or may not do something with one day, but it's a wagon that we used to pack tobacco on. So with that being said, let's so we're going to chisel. What we're going to try to do is chisel plow the hump first, get it broke up, see how it's going to break up, get it loose, and then we're going to take the scrape blade and push back on it. Now with the scrape blade, we're going to use float method on the scrape blade. We're not going to put no down pressure on that scrape blade. I have noticed you can bend that arm real easy. I think I preach that on the channel all the time about bending that arm and putting this in float. So we're going to do that on the scrape blade. So it probably won't push a whole lot at one time. And I'm probably going to try it in reverse too. It always seems to push a little more dirt in reverse. We may turn the blade and try pulling it, but we'll see. I don't know how this is going to come out. Stick around, we'll find out. All right, guys, what you think about that? Man, I'm gonna tell you what, that 140, she'll do about everything. I don't know, get over here, Sam, and go back this way with it. I don't know if it's showing up, but we got a nice little same slope from where the tractor is all the way down to where that hump was here. And this is where that big hump was, and now it's filled in here. And of course, when we plow this, you'll never ever even know it was there, of course. Then I'm flattening it out a little bit just in case. I may not do anything with it till this fall, so in case we need to mow over it a little bit, we'll let the deck up and it'll go over any weeds or anything that come in here. This is gonna work. It may be a 1 or 2 parter video. I'm sure it'll be a 2-part video. We'll do this part today, show you. I guess when you guys see this video, we'll be at the beach, and so when I get back from the beach, this is something we can head in on and finish this project up. I don't think I'll get to finish it before the beach. I got to mow tomorrow, so I don't think I'll get to finish. So but I wanted to get this dressed off to show you what my plans were and my thoughts on. And I'm not 1,000% sure I'll put the garden here next year, but like I said on the other video, at the very least, getting this thing level for the mower so it's not going up and over those hills and flexing that frame and busting fenders off, because it doesn't have a real rigid frame. We won't go into that story about Hustlers, but it doesn't have a rigid frame. It will break bolts, but so at the worst case, we leveled the yard back out and it'll be ready to go anytime I need it to plant something. And I keep saying yard. Guys, a lot of what I mow, I call it the yard, but in years past it was pasture, it was garden. We didn't have very little yard. I just happened to turn the whole pasture and the barn, the pond, and all of this right here into yard, but it never was yard. This right here was a little tobacco patch at one time and a little garden at one time. So when I keep saying yard, I'm not plowing up my yard. I'm plowing up what used to be gardens, and I made yard. So anyway, we'll let's see if we can push some of this bushes back a little bit. The reason why I was going in reverse, I've always just been able to handle it a little better in reverse. Kind of see, you know, what I'm pulling, and it just feels like you get used to reverse on it, I guess. It would have pulled it fine, but at the end, it dressed up as good as I could ever want it. I mean, again, guys, that's what the Farmall 140. So we'll get this in next, and get this in next, and then the last thing we'll work on, which I'm not too worried about, to be honest with you, is that little hump up there. It's not that big. We can pull it down pretty quick. So let's do a little bit more and see if it'll push that trash back some. Well, it's not trash, it's an ash pile, so. All right, guys, I did about what I expected, which is push it back a little bit, and once it pushed it back and hit that big mound, it stopped pretty quick. But Daddy had been dumping some ash, and it's getting more and more out in the yard, so that gets it pushed back some. And well, like I said, you know, it's a dump truck load at the best, and maybe we can get one of my buddies at church to bring a loader, and we'll load it up and carry it off somewhere and have all of that flat. It's just it's on the list. Hope you guys enjoyed watching construction with the it ain't quite like watching the Traco YouTube channels. I watch a couple. Dirt Grain and Steel, I watch him some, and it ain't quite the Traco, but you know what? It got the job done, and it's going to get the rest of it done as soon as we get back. We'll probably have some butter beans. Maybe I'll try to post a couple of shorts from the beach. You'll see this next Wednesday. You'll see a video tomorrow, and then this one will be the next Wednesday. So it's about 7 days between the two, but I had to split it between two videos and let her go at that. So, but if we get a chance to make another, oh, by the way, I've been telling Will, and I know you guys follow the boys some too. I told Will to kind of keep documenting of his painting his rental house and fixing it up, and he's making a little video for you guys and to show y'all his old rental house, his little first house that he's getting when he's getting married. So it'll be interesting. It's kind of neat. We all been there, and so we can all relate, a lot of us. So anyway, guys, God bless you. Hope y'all have a wonderful week. We'll miss you. We'll see you next time. God loves you. I'll see you.